That is a brief overview of Python. I'm giving you some time so that everybody comes live. Clear? So we'll be starting our lecture. So we are going to start the programming, and as everybody knows, maybe knowing what is a program. Programming क्या होती है? ठीक है? An ordered set of instructions or commands to be executed by computer is called as program. ये इसकी जो है technical definition हो गई. Clear? But how we going to write a program? See, every programming language has a syntax, a grammar. Like you want to speak English, then you have this. It has certain syntax. It has certain language. It has certain grammar. Similarly, the computer's programming languages also have a language. Okay? And the languages are all different types, like C, C++, and Python, and all different. We have a large number of languages, but in your syllabus we have to learn this Python. It's an interpreted language. I will be telling you what is difference between interpreted language and other languages. Clear? So, all right. So I hope that everybody has come. All right. Clear? So uh, now we are going to work with Python. So we will open an interpreter. Clear? That's all. I will be going into program Edge, that is online, because you are not able to access the computer lab. So we will be using the online uh, Python programming platform. Okay. So this is we'll write. Go to the Google and type here program Edge. We are going to write the program Edge. Alright, program PROGRAMIZ program is.com. I've loaded this. So you will move to this screen. You're getting this screen. Search. We are going to search this. Okay. So now open this program is software. Oh, sorry. Open this one. Alright. So here you will get a lot of things. Learn to code freely. We move down slowly, slowly. Move. Okay. Now you move to this online Python compiler. This is an online Python program compiler where you will write the programs and you will get the results. Clear? So you can try these things at a later stage in your home also, or you can use it now only. If you are working on laptop or you're working on a desktop, then you can work on this parallelly also. That's not a very big issue. But those of you who do not have this desktop or a laptop computer, then you can work on this at a later stage. So first we will be introducing you. So this is online Python compiler. So we will open this, run Python online. Clear? All right. So we are running this. Now you will see this compiler setup. Clear? This is the editor. All right. And in the editor we have this. We have to write some codes here. All right. These are some codes which we are going to write here. Here they have written first only. They have written print hello print bracket start. This is the left bracket, and this is the right bracket, and in between they have written hello world. Clear? So in and the hello world is in inverted comma. So this is inverted comma, inverted comma, and close whatever you write in inverted comma will appear as the output. Clear? So all right. What we can do is here that we can change this one. We can now we are going to write my own. I will rub this one. You can run this. So no problems with that. I am running this with the backspace because your first time you're coming, so we are going to do it slowly. uh, let me write down, we can rub. If I want I can rub the top or top also. All right. Okay. Did I rub it also for you? Let's rub it out. Okay. Slowly I am doing that. Once you become proficient you will be doing these things quickly. Clear? So suppose I want to print my name or anybody's name you want to print. Right here, print print. Print. Yeah. Start the circular brackets. Yeah. And in the circular bracket, you can write whatever your name, whatever your name is. Inverted comma has already appeared there. All right. So what I can write, I can write here. All right. I'm writing here Atulan Convent School. Okay. Tula Nand Atulanan. Okay. Convent. Convent. Okay. School. Atulan Convent School. I have written here. Clear. And if I want, I can write here something else also. Whatever. There's no need to write anything. But if you want, I can write here. Print. P-R-I-N-T. Sorry. It is coming in capital letters. Everything you have to write in small letters. Remember this thing. Whatever the programming thing commands, because print is a command. Remember that print is a command. The print command has to be written in small letters. Clear? Then the circular bracket is coming here, and the left circular bracket and the right circular bracket. In the right, between these two circular brackets, and inverted comma, you can write capital letters. That's not a that's not an issue. You can write small letters also, but you can also write capital letters. Clear? And print hello, that has already appeared here. If you want, you can rub this also, but if you don't want, you can rub. So I'm writing a print, print. Circular bracket starting, circular bracket start, inverted comma, clear? Inverted I study, whatever you want, I study in class, in class. I study in class 11th, clear? So I have written this. And now after having written this code, this is the editor where you are going to write the program. Like you have written print inverted comma. In the inverted comma you have written Atulanan Convent School, and in print I read I study in class 11th, inverted comma close, print hello world was already there. I have not rubbed it. If you want you can rub it and write your own whatever you want to write. Okay? Now I will go to this run 2, and I will click this. Once I click this, you'll see. All right, see, so here you get got the output. Output will appear here. So print Atulan Convent School. So Atulan Convent School, as it was written in capital letters, it is appeared. This is the output. This is output screen where you are going to get the outputs. So this is Atulan Convent School has appeared here. I study in class 11 because you have printed here. I study in class 11th. So I study in class 11th has appeared in the output window. Clear? And print hello world. So hello world has also appeared here hello world. Clear? So this is what is going to happen. Clear? Now we will we can close this one and move to this your textbooks. Clear? And in this textbooks we have I have shown you how to in the programming. Yeah, so here they are getting these things. Okay, there is all right. There are two things. One is this: you have interactive mode. All right, interactive mode, and also we have this one script mode. So we have used in fact the script mode, no, because we have written the program in script, clear, in py, and then we have run that one, clear. So if you want, oh, now let's move to some important terms in Python. First is, what is a keyword? What are keywords? Clear? So the languages reserve some words in the programming language. Keywords are the reserved words. Each keyword has a specific meaning to the Python interpreter. As the Python is case sensitive, keywords case sensitive. What is the meaning of case sensitive? Case sensitive means small letters and capital letters are different things. If you write print, print in capital letters, then everything will be wrong. So the keywords which have some reserve words, these things have to be written in small letters. Okay? So we'll be learning what are the keywords later on, but first is this. There are some keywords like true and all, okay? Try, while, with, yield. All these things are keywords. Finally, import, if, global, from. These are the keywords. Clear? So these keywords mean some special meaning, and so we'll be learning the definitions of this and how we are going to use this. But this is the first. So we are now moving to identifiers. What is an identifier? Okay. Let us first see what is written in your textbooks, and then I will explain that. Identifiers. In a programming language, identifiers are names used to identify a variable, function, or other entities in a program. The rules for naming identifier in Python is as follows. ठीक है ये है names should begin, you will not be understanding these things. Clear? So uh, first, let me. What is identifier and what is this variable? Variable, no. So we write one program in as a variable, and then you will understand what is a variable. Okay, variables are the words, are the, in fact, English. You can say they are going to carry their words in English, which are going to carry some specific values. Clear? So we'll write one program and then we'll understand what is the program is going to carry a specific value. Clear? So we will be moving to our compiler. Open. We have opened the compiler. Clear? And if I want, I can write here. I can rub this one. Clear? All right. So I will running this. If you don't want to run, you can continue from there only. It's not a very big problem. Clear? All right. So I'm running it on so that things become clear. Clear? All right. So I'm going to write one small program to add two numbers, clear? Where we are going to write one a. Small a is equal to 10 I have written. See? So that means that a is, now you understand what is this. A is a variable. A is a variable which is going to carry a value of 10 inside that. Clear? It is a memory location in the computer, which is the technical term they use in computer language. A is a variable and it is going to carry 10 inside that. Clear? So you can think of like that. You can know already. And then we have b also. B, we have made one variable. B is equal to 20. B is equal to 20. Clear? So b is again a variable. Variable you can use anything you want. That's not a very big problem. Clear? Any name x, y, z, a, b, c, d, or you can use your own names also. But make a rule that you don't use this variable names too big. Otherwise, it will get problems. Clear? Now we have this c. C is C, because A and B are the two variables. They are going to carry values. A is going to carry 10 and B is going to carry 20. So C is going to, what is going to C is going should also carry some value. So why? Because C, we have declared C as a variable. Whenever we declare a variable, it has to carry some values inside. So we can write 10 plus 20 equal to 30 also. So first let me do something. I'm going to write here uh, uh, 30. Alright. First do we have written this clear. Now I have to move down. I'm moving down and I'm doing print p r I n t print clear. And then in the print I'm going to write what c. Yeah. Let me see if some mistake is there or anything like. So this is A is going to carry 10, B is going to carry 20, and C is going to carry print C. Clear? Now we'll run this one and let us see what is going to happen. 30. So you see the answer that has appeared here is 30. 30 has appeared here because why? Because we want to print the value of C here. C we want to carry, so we have done this one. Clear? So whatever values inside the C variable will be coming here. Clear? Now again, if what I want to do is that I want to um, use this. I don't want to give that values to the C. I want to give the values whatever is stored in A and whatever is stored in B should should be added and then be put in this C value. So I'll change this one and I will make it as A. Alright, A plus B. Clear? So we have this A plus B as appearing here. Clear? Alright, some things are appearing here. What is the problem? Some problems has come. Mhm. Alright, alright. Alright. So A and B has appeared here. And now I'm going to run this because C is the variable. So whatever is stored in A and B will be added, and then we can see the output. Let's just see what is there is any change in that. No, no changes. Clear. So this is answer. Suppose I want to bring. So this in this case, what is happening is that you are getting this value of C directly. Suppose I want to add some string also. String means some sentences also that it should appear here also. So I'm going to change here and I will make it inverted comma. I will write something here. See, the answer is something like that. ठीक है? The A N S answer is clear, and I have closed this one. Clear answer is, and then what I will do is that I have put is a comma. Comma, you have to use this comma to separate this sentence, this answer each, and then C variable. C is a variable which is going to carry the value of 10 and 10 plus 20. And suppose I have to also give some gap here so that it looks good. So I have given this thing. I have given some gap in this one. Last inverted comma. I have given some gap here, so you can also give. If you don't give gap, that's not a very big problem. But you will get the answer very close to see this variable output will be very close to this one. Clear? So what I have done, I have done some adjustments, and now I am going to run this one. Clear? I have run this. Alright, I have run this. Clear? There. Now you will get the answer. Answer is 30. Clear? So some gap has also appeared here. Otherwise, if you don't put this gap here, so this 30 will come very close to that. Clear? So you can do this experiment in your home also. Alright. Mhm. Now this is a problem. In this program we have written our first program, and you have come to know how to run these things and all. So that is also now you know what is a variable. Variable is a thing which is going to carry values. So in this program, what is meant for adding two numbers, a and b are the a and b and c are three variables which are going to carry values. Directly we have given 10 value to a, and then we have given 20 value to b, and c is given whatever is stored in a and b that will be added and stored in c. C variable is going to carry that value, and then we want to see the value of this C variable. So we have written the answer is this is a matrix. You can write whatever you want to write here. Alright, output is unrelated. That's not a problem. Okay, then we have comma and then we have separate. So that means that this sentence is separated by a comma and this is a variable. Clear? So we have understood this much. Now let us move to our theory part. Clear? Yes. See, variable is an identifier whose value can change. For example, variable age can have different values for different persons. Variable name should be unique in a program. Value of a variable can be string. For example, be global citizen number. These are all things. Right? So we have it says gender. In this gender is equal to in apostrophe and capital M. So this gender is going to carry the value of M, capital M inside there. Message, inverted comma, keep smiling. This thing is getting stored in message. You can store sentences also. Text, what is called. In this computer language, we call text. We are calling it as strings. They call it a string. Okay? Price is equal to 987.9. So 989. But in our small program, we have used A, B, and C. Like that, you can use your own variable. But if the variable name is big, then it will get some problems for working as okay. Variable must be assigned values before they are used in a program, which we have already done. Otherwise, it will lead to an error. Whenever a variable names occurs in a program, the interpreter replaces it with the value of the particular variable. Clear? So they have written this program, all right. Program to find the sum of two given number. Number one is 10 and number two is equal to 20. So instead of I have used now A and B and C. They have used num1 is equal to 10, num2 is equal to 20. Result is equal to num1 plus num2. Print result. Right? So they are using. Remember that if you want to use this thing, so num1 should be one character, one word. It should There should not be some gap between num and one. If you write the gap between num and one, then you will get an error. As compiler will not run this one. Clear? Try to better. So num2 again, you should not give any gap between num and 2. So num and 2 should be very close to each other. Remember things. Result same thing. Remember num one. Okay. So this is the output we are getting. Similarly, they have written one more program, program 3.3. They are using the textbook. So to find the area of a rectangle, okay? Length is equal to 10, breadth is equal to 20, area is length star breadth. Okay? So we are going to print area. Okay? So this is the circular brackets. You are going to print area. Output you are going to get 10. Okay? So length is a variable, breadth is a variable, and area is also a variable. Okay? So these are the things. All right. So now we are going to now what is a data type? See, every data value belongs to a specific data type in Python. Data types identifies the type of data which is a variable can hold and the operations that can be performed on these data. Figure 3. So let me see. Okay. There are different data types in Python, which will be clear when you move to the high programming clan. Hmm. That's right. These are numbers. Numbers can be integer, floating point, complex, or a boolean. Sequences can be strings, lists, tuples, sets, none, mapping, dictionaries, and all this. So number is this is theoretical parts. Number data type stores numeric values only. It is further classified in two different types. int कर सकते हैं आप लोग. int, float, and complex. Clear? So data types में we have three they are giving in textbooks. int है, float and complex है. So because we have written a, a is equal to 10, so automatically it has converted it into an int. Like a float is used for giving values which are like 22.3 to point values. So for storing the point values 22.3, 22.40, 99.8.6 points values, the decimal values, to store the decimal values, we will be using this float data types. Like complex numbers, for those students who are in mathematics, they can understand complex number. What is a complex number? Right? So that is a 3 plus 4i or 2 minus 3i. So these are mathematics terms. Alright, we'll be doing this in detail later on. Okay? Boolean values, this is also a data type. So it stores false and true and false values. These are used to store true and false values. Clear? Alright, so they have variables, simple data types. Okay? Now we will moving to. Alright, there's some. See here. Identifiers. Now you will be able to understand what is identifier variables, right? Okay. The programming identifiers are names used to identify a variable, function, or other entities in a program. Because we have only used a variable for storing a value, so we have not made functions, Alright, so for that, now we have here name should begin. So variable name, whatever variable name, like what we have used is A, B, and C. So this name A, B, C, name should begin with an uppercase or a lowercase. किसी से भी start हो सकता है. That's not a very big problem. ठीक है? और underscore से भी start हो सकता है. This may be allowed by any combination of characters. इज कुछ भी कंपनी जैसे हम लोग अगर A1 ले सकते हैं, A2 ले सकते हैं, A1 ले सकते हैं, A12 ले सकते हैं. Whatever variable name we can take, it is thus an identifier cannot start with a digit. ठीक है? It can be of any length, however it is preferred to keep it short and meaningful. वैसे तो हम लोग बहुत बड़ा नाम भी ले सकते हैं, जैसे elephant is equal to 10, or we have horse is equal to 20. Then we have lion is equal to horse plus elephant. ये problem create कर देगा ना. But if we are not So we should keep small names so that we in the manipulation of variables it is easy for us. Yeah. Otherwise, what will happen is that if you big names, then for adding a subtracting, you will have to write extra typing efforts will be needed for that. Clear? And it should not be a keyword or reserve word. Now this is the important point. It should not be keyword. Keyword नहीं हो सकता और वो reserve word नहीं हो सकता. You cannot use a reserve word. Yeah. So नहीं लिखिए reserve words like try है, while is equal to 10 नहीं use कर सकते आप. With equal to 20 नहीं use कर सकते, ठीक है? If is equal to 40 नहीं कर सकते, else if equal to 50 नहीं कर सकते आप. इस तरह की ये जो reserve words हैं, these are all the reserve words which it cannot be used as variable name. इनको आप variable name में you cannot use these things in a variable name. Okay? So this is the thing you have to know. That's what he's saying. यहाँ पे जो उसने बोला बोला उसे क्या क्या बोला? It should not be a keyword or a reserved word given in table. ठीक है? We cannot use special symbols like ये they are given exclamation mark, ampersand, hash, dollar and all etc. as identifiers. ठीक है इनके rules हैं. So because every language has a rule, तो उन्होंने इसको rule पे लिया हुआ है. ठीक है? Variable हम लोग understood कर ही लिया. What is a variable? Clear? All right. So let us move. हाँ now वो data types हम लोग समझ गए हैं. What is a data type? Data type जो है, see for handling different types of data, so we have different types of data types. Data type TYP, ठीक है? जैसे for example to best understand this, जैसे आपको अगर if you want to buy uh, vegetables, then what you carry? You carry jhola with you, no? You carry bags with you. Similarly, but if you want to uh, if you want to buy oil, then you take container with you. No? You don't take a jhola. You don't take a bag with you to buy what? To buy oil. ठीक है? तो वो चीजें जो हैं, so that is why we have different types of these bags. You can call it jholas in layman's language, but ये जो है different data types हैं. Different types of data को handle करने के लिए we have different types of data types. ठीक? जैसे आपको float handle करना है, float है, उनको handle करना है. If you want to handle them, then you have this data. You'll have float data types. Clear? If you want to handle integers पे आपको काम करना है, तो वो इंटीजर्स के लिए आपको इंटीजर आईएनटी बनाना पड़ेगा. उसको फ्लोट है तो फ्लोट बनाना पड़ेगा, कॉम्प्लेक्स है तो कॉम्प्लेक्स बनाना पड़ेगा, ऐसे बूलियन है बूलियन बनाना पड़ेगा. उसको जिस तरह के वैल्यूज स्टोर करने हैं उस तरह से डाटा टाइप्स हमको उसको बना लेने पड़ते हैं, बनाना पड़ता है. क्या? तो ये हो गया हमारा पहला वाला हमारा एक प्रोग्राम हम लोग कर लिए हैं. ऑपरेटर्स ऑपरेटर्स let's write one more program and then you'll understand. Huh? So yeah, all right. So now what we have written is A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 20. And suppose I want to work on interactive mode. Interactive mode में मुझे काम करना है, for example. Clear? Suppose I don't want to be constant values. जैसे A is equal to 10 मैंने लिया हुआ है यहाँ पे, B is equal to 20 दिया है, C is equal to A plus B करूँगा. When I run this program, I will always find that that the answer is going to come is 30. यहाँ पे 30 आंसर आएगा. बार बार इस प्रोग्राम को मैं रन करूँगा 30 ही आंसर आएगा. You are not going to get any other answer. तो ये एक प्रॉब्लम है. So, but what we want is we want an interactive. हाँ तो उसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे हम लोग जो है थोड़ा चेंज करते हैं. Let us change this program and then we'll understand what it is. ठीक है? Alright. So let us write down. हम इसको करते हैं. इसमें थोड़ा चेंज करना होगा. int we are writing here. Clear? And then we are going to start circular brackets. Clear? And then we will have input 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 and then we have this circular bracket starting. Clear? और इसके अंदर क्या करेंगे हम लोग लिखते हैं, यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं. ठीक? Please please input the if I are first. Please input the first value value. Clear? Please input the first value. हमने लिख लिया. Clear? Similarly we are going to run this one also. Clear? इसको हम लोग यहाँ पे रन कर रहे हैं and we are going to all right we are understand int int. Clear? And then we are going to write here input 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 Clear? And then we have this. Let's write on. Hmm. All right. Input. Then we have please. 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 Clear? Please input. Please input. Input the second. Second. Second value VAUE. ये we have written this, we have changed modified. इसमें हमने int लिया हुआ है. Syntax है, we are understanding syntax. A is equal to input. अब हम समझते हैं कि first how what is going to be effect of this, okay? So ये please input the first value. यहाँ थोड़ा सा हम before ending of this one ये inverted comma थोड़ा सा gap दे देते हैं. Otherwise it will come very close to that one. यहाँ पे what we are going to do? Oh, let's see. Clear? So B is equal to input. So please input second value. We have written this program. ठीक है, if everything is alright, we will verify run. ये देखो. Please input the first value. So what we are going to write, हम इस program में we are going to write here whatever value. Suppose I want to write 45. और write 45 डाल दिया मैंने. After that, I will press enter. Enter. Clear? Now 45 stored हो गया. Now please input the second value. It is asking for us to give whatever value. हम कुछ भी टाइप कर सकते हैं, कोई भी टाइप. मान लो I want to type 234. 234 हमने टाइप कर दिया, ठीक है. अब देखिए यहाँ पे आंसर इज 279 आ गया हमारे पास. क्लियर? तो ये इंटरैक्टिव हो गया. इसमें वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू स्टोर कांस्टेंट वैल्यू. क्लियर? अब फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे मैं इसी प्रोग्राम को, ये प्रोग्राम मैंने एक बार इनपुट लिया 45 से लिया, और एक बार मैंने इनपुट लिया इसको 234 वॉट एवर वैल्यू, आंसर मेरा 279 आ गया. कंप्यूटर ने मुझे आंसर दे दिया. क्लियर? कंपाइलर ने दे दिया. सो नाउ आई वांट टू, अगर मैं इसी प्रोग्राम को फिर से रन करता हूँ, लेट मी रन वंस अगेन, और फिर से मैं रन करता हूँ. फिर से उसने मुझे पूछा प्लीज इनपुट द फर्स्ट वैल्यू. क्लियर? सो वट एवर आई, मान लो मैं 65 दे देता हूँ. क्लियर? आंसर. फिर से प्लीज इनपुट द सेकंड वैल्यू. ऑल राइट, व्हाट आई कैन डू, चलिए ठीक है 72 दे देता हूँ. क्लियर? आई एंटर. देखिए 72. तो यहाँ पे उसने दे दिया 137 आंसर दे दिया. क्लियर? तो द एडवांटेज ऑफ दिस इज दैट व्हाट वी हैव डन, दैट इस केस में क्या होगा ना कि यू विल नॉट बी गेटिंग द कांस्टेंट वैल्यू, नहीं मिलेगी आपको. हर बार यू कैन चेंज योर प्रोग्राम, यू कैन चेंज योर इनपुट्स. इसमें इनपुट्स बार बार आप चेंज कर रहे हैं इस प्रोग्राम में. फिर से रन करेंगे इस प्रोग्राम को तो यू विल फाइंड डिफरेंट वैल्यू. यहाँ पे आप इट विल आस्क फॉर द वैल्यू, आप यहाँ पे वैल्यू दे देंगे तो वो वैल्यू चेंज ले लेगा. क्यों वैल्यू ले रहा है? क्योंकि आपने ऐसा लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे. क्लियर? तो ये है a इज इक्वल टू int लिया हुआ है, और इनपुट लिया. इनपुट से क्या होगा, वॉट एवर यहाँ पे जो ये आपने इन्वर्टेड कॉमा लिया, प्लीज इनपुट द फर्स्ट वैल्यू, ये प्रॉम्प्ट है और इसका ब्रैकेट है क्लोज किया. क्लियर? तो इस तरह से आपको सिंटैक्स लिखना होता है. दिस इज सिंटैक्स फॉर टेकिंग जो है वैल्यूज फ्रॉम द कीबोर्ड. ये कीबोर्ड से वैल्यू लेने के लिए होता है. जैसे कुछ पहला वाला जो प्रोग्राम था उसमें व्हाट हैड हैपेंड वाज दैट a इज इक्वल टू 10, b इज इक्वल टू 20. लेकिन इस प्रोग्राम में क्या है कि you are not going to get constant value. What you are going to get is what? You are going to get what? इसमें आप जो है अपने कीबोर्ड से जो है इंटरेक्टिव वैल्यू डालेंगे. जो वैल्यू होगी वो डाल देंगे. जो डालेंगे, जो भी आप प्रोग्राम डालेंगे उसकी वो उसमें वो